Everyone congratulates you on your busy life, but why then does it still feel so empty? You wake up each day with a sense of dread, your mind racing through endless tasks, obligations, and responsibilities. You're always moving, always accomplishing, but somehow the emptiness inside you only deepens. Have you ever paused to consider what that emptiness might truly mean? What if your anxiety isn't just a symptom to suppress, but a desperate plea from deep within, begging you to pay attention? Society applauds your busyness. It rewards your nonstop productivity. But deep down, you're aware of a painful truth. Behind your constant hustle lies a subtle, unspoken avoidance. You're not running toward achievement. You're running away from yourself. You feel restless because something essential is missing. Something fundamental to your existence has been neglected for too long. You might be surprised to know that the psychologist Carl Jung believed this sense of emptiness wasn't a flaw or illness. Instead, he saw it as a vital signal from your soul, a warning that you've drifted dangerously far from your true self. This unsettling anxiety isn't meant to harm you. It's meant to wake you up. Your inner voice is desperately trying to communicate that the life you're living is not aligned with the life you were meant to lead. So, before you dismiss these words as just another piece of advice, ask yourself sincerely, what deeper truth might your soul be trying to reveal to you through this persistent emptiness? And what would happen if today, for the first time, you stopped running and truly listened? Your anxiety, emptiness, and restlessness are not illnesses, but urgent signals from your soul. Society and modern medicine often rush to numb these feelings through entertainment, medication, or relentless busyness. But this approach is like covering an alarm to silence it, rather than extinguishing the fire that's causing it. What if your anxiety isn't something to numb, but something essential to understand? What if this feeling of wasting your life is your soul's way of desperately trying to get your attention? Your suffering isn't pointless. It's your soul's attempt to heal and awaken you. Consider the man who achieved society's definition of success: a prestigious career, financial stability, admiration from his peers. Yet, each night he lies awake, haunted by a deep emptiness. Despite external validation, his internal voice whispers that the life he's living feels borrowed, not truly his own. What uncomfortable truths has your suffering been trying to show you? What illusions have you upheld at the expense of your true self? The problem, however, doesn't lie solely within you. It lies in the structure of modern society itself. Our culture emphasizes relentless productivity, superficial validation, and external success, yet disregards the authentic self and genuine emotional needs. You're trained from childhood to chase external approval, grades, promotions, social acceptance, and suppress the inner voice that questions this endless pursuit. Society promises fulfillment in a neatly wrapped package, yet leaves you hollow. Your life might resemble a golden cage, outwardly impressive, materially abundant, but inwardly empty and suffocating. Whose standards are you truly living by, and what is this costing your soul? A psychological crisis arises precisely when you lose connection with the deeper meaning of your life. Consider someone chasing career success, material achievements, and social recognition, only to realize at the peak of their accomplishments that they've strayed far from their core values. Anxiety, depression, burnout, and the feeling of merely existing without true purpose inevitably arise. You're left holding a beautifully drawn map, but without any compass to orient yourself toward true meaning. Do you genuinely know what makes your life meaningful? Have you ever paused long enough to find out? Real healing begins not in positive affirmations or new habits, but in daring to explore the depths of your unconscious mind. The unconscious, as Carl Jung revealed, holds everything you've denied, hidden, feared, or longed for. It's the vast ocean beneath your conscious awareness, the deeper truths, forgotten traumas, unrealized desires, and profound strengths you have yet to acknowledge. Rather than attempting to fix surface-level discomfort, Jung advises courageously diving into this inner ocean. What parts of yourself have you buried deep beneath the surface, afraid of what you might find? These submerged truths hold the keys to the life you long for. This leads you to the vital process Jung calls individuation, the journey of returning to your authentic self. Individuation isn't about perfection or conforming to society's ideal image. It's about reclaiming wholeness by integrating all aspects of your personality, including your vulnerabilities, fears, hidden talents, and unrecognized desires. Imagine removing the carefully constructed social mask you've worn for years, layer by layer. Who would you become if you stopped playing roles designed by others and started genuinely living as your true self? What untapped potential and authenticity might you discover if you embrace this journey? Confronting your shadow, the aspects of yourself you've long avoided, is essential to individuation. If left unaddressed, your shadow silently controls your life, causing anxiety, self-sabotage, relationship difficulties, and deep dissatisfaction. Imagine your shadow as a locked inner room within your soul, containing not only your fears and perceived flaws, but also your deepest, most powerful strengths. For years, you've kept this room tightly sealed, fearful of what might emerge if opened. But in facing and integrating your shadow, you release immense creative energy, authentic power, and inner freedom. Ask yourself honestly, what hidden truths and strengths have you avoided by refusing to confront your shadow? However, the ultimate barrier preventing most people from truly awakening and changing their lives is fear. Specifically, the fear of change itself. The fear of stepping beyond familiar comfort zones keeps many individuals living automatic, numb, and superficially safe lives. They accept chronic dissatisfaction and quiet desperation over the uncertainty and discomfort of genuine self-discovery. They live like shadows, existing, but never fully stepping into their true, illuminated selves. To truly awaken and heal, you must have the courage to let go of your comfortable illusions. Ask yourself, what comfortable illusions must you let go of to genuinely live? Imagine someone who stays for decades in a job they dislike, relationships they've outgrown, or lifestyles that drain their soul. They complain about unhappiness, but never act. The safety of known discomfort feels less threatening than the risk and vulnerability of real change. But change is the only path toward true healing, fulfillment, and self-discovery. You must dare to move beyond the familiar comfort of the known into the uncertain terrain of genuine authenticity. This isn't easy, but the alternative is living forever in a numbed, diminished state of being. Ultimately, facing your fear of change allows you to reclaim your life fully. You were not born to live someone else's script or to fit neatly into society's predetermined boxes. Your anxiety, restlessness, and emptiness are signals urging you to confront and break free from these imposed limitations. Your soul's quiet voice asks you urgently, is this truly the life you desire? Or are you ready to finally claim your authentic self? Your feelings of emptiness and anxiety are not flaws. They're profound invitations calling you toward a deeper, more authentic existence. It's time to listen. It's time to embrace your journey of individuation, to courageously confront your shadow, and to dismantle the golden cage that's held you captive for too long. What would happen if today you finally allowed yourself to stop running, stop numbing, stop living according to external expectations, and finally listen to the deeper truths your soul has been desperately trying to convey? You aren't a victim of fate, but a victim of your unrecognized unconscious. Let that truth resonate deeply within you. For years, you've believed that your sense of dissatisfaction, emptiness, and anxiety came from circumstances beyond your control. You've blamed external factors, work pressure, societal expectations, relationships, responsibilities, thinking that if only these external elements changed, you could finally find peace. But what if your real obstacle isn't out there, but hidden deep within you? Imagine your unconscious mind as a vast, mysterious ocean stretching endlessly beneath your conscious awareness. On the surface, your life seems orderly, manageable. You navigate daily routines, roles, and responsibilities comfortably. But below this calm surface lies your deepest truths, hidden fears, unexpressed dreams, suppressed desires, and profound potential. All the elements you've carefully avoided facing. You've kept these powerful truths submerged for fear that confronting them might disrupt the carefully constructed life you've been taught to desire. But now the surface has begun to ripple. Your soul, no longer content with silent compromise, sends signals through your discomfort, emptiness, anxiety, and restlessness. These are not random symptoms to suppress or treat superficially. They are vital messages urging you to dive into the depths of your unconscious. The surface of your life can only remain calm for so long before the powerful currents beneath demand attention. The ocean within you is calling, begging you to dive in and finally discover what truly lies beneath. Ask yourself with sincerity, what incredible life could you be living if you stopped running from your inner truth? If you paused right now, took a deep breath, and dared to look inward, what hidden potential might you uncover? What forgotten passions, buried dreams, and neglected talents might you reclaim? Your life has not felt empty because you're flawed or incomplete, but because you've been disconnected from the deeper layers of yourself, your true essence, the very source of meaning and purpose you've unknowingly abandoned. Consider someone who has spent decades carefully living according to society's script. They've diligently checked every external box: career achievements, financial success, social recognition. Yet, late at night, when the noise of the world fades, they feel hollow, disconnected from their true self. They struggle silently with anxiety and emptiness, believing that they should feel satisfied, fulfilled, happy, but they don't. Why? Because they've never truly listened to the quiet, persistent voice calling from deep within. They've been living someone else's expectations, driven by external validations, while quietly ignoring their own internal truth. This is the power and significance of Jung's concept of the unconscious. Jung understood that the unconscious isn't merely a storage space for forgotten memories or repressed fears. It is the profound source of your creativity, wisdom, passion, and authentic self. It holds your unique blueprint, the genuine life you were meant to live, a life aligned with your soul's deepest purpose. Yet when you ignore it, repress it, or run from it, the unconscious becomes a force of disruption and unrest, manifesting as anxiety, dissatisfaction, and inner emptiness. Facing your unconscious means diving beneath the surface you've carefully maintained. It means confronting difficult questions, hidden fears, and deep-seated insecurities. Yet paradoxically, this confrontation is precisely where true healing and authentic living begin. It's not about fixing something that's broken. It's about reclaiming something that's always been yours, waiting patiently beneath the surface for your recognition and acceptance. What incredible, meaningful, purposeful life awaits if you finally stop running and begin this courageous dive into your unconscious depths. Imagine rediscovering your genuine passions, reconnecting with dreams you once abandoned, and reclaiming the powerful, authentic self that society's expectations forced you to suppress. What potential might finally be unleashed if you embrace the fears you've hidden so skillfully for years? Your anxiety, emptiness, and restlessness are not enemies to defeat. They are guides pointing directly toward the truths you've avoided. They urge you to finally step away from society's carefully crafted expectation and listen instead to your inner wisdom. Carl Jung called this process individuation, the profound journey of becoming authentically yourself, of embracing every part of your being, including your shadow, your imperfections, your fears, and your suppressed potential. Think of your life as a garden you've tended superficially. You've kept it neat, orderly, presentable, but beneath the surface, hidden seeds of potential lie waiting, longing to bloom. Your unconscious mind holds these seeds, your true creativity, authentic desires, unexplored strengths, and powerful purpose. But growth requires courage to face discomfort, to question old beliefs, to uproot societal expectations, and plant seeds aligned with your soul's true calling. Right now, the question you must courageously ask yourself is this: what comfortable illusions must I let go of to genuinely live? Your current life might feel safe, predictable, even enviable. But beneath that superficial safety lies a quiet despair, a sense of missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. You have the choice right now to continue living in quiet resignation or to bravely step into the discomfort of true self-exploration. Only by embracing this discomfort can you access the rich, abundant life your unconscious holds for you. The choice to dive deeply into your unconscious isn't a simple decision. It requires bravery, humility, and vulnerability. It means accepting uncertainty and change, relinquishing control, and facing truths you've carefully avoided. But the reward for this courage is extraordinary. Authenticity, fulfillment, purpose, and genuine inner peace. Your soul is not seeking perfection or external validation. It simply longs for you to finally come home to yourself. There's one last question you must face. Are you ready to finally embrace the life you were meant for? Are you prepared to stop running from your deeper truths and start living from your genuine core? The unconscious ocean within you waits patiently for your courageous dive. Your true life, the life you've silently longed for, is within reach the moment you choose authenticity over conformity, courage over comfort, and truth over illusion. Ask yourself now with clarity and honesty: are you ready to dive into the depths of your unconscious, finally discovering and embracing the incredible life you've always had within you? You weren't born just to survive. You were born to discover your own authentic, meaningful life. Your soul waits patiently for your courage to begin. Deep within you, beneath layers of conformity and fear, is a powerful truth longing to be heard. What would happen if today you finally chose to listen? What freedom and fulfillment might you uncover by embracing the parts of yourself you've spent years avoiding? If these words speak to you, I invite you to share openly. Leave a comment with one thing you're finally ready to face. Your courage in sharing your truth can inspire others on the same journey. Explore more on this channel, where each video guides you deeper into reconnecting with your authentic self. Don't forget to subscribe for further insights inspired by Carl Jung, supporting your journey toward meaningful self-discovery and true inner healing.